welcome back to B-Dub's game with another episode of Satisfactory. Where we left off last time, I was gonna go and get some lovely supplies, and I can show you real quick where we at. Some of the things I did. So we've got the drilling iron. I've got a storage unit over there storing the iron because it's obviously drilling faster than they can smelt. The smelter here is smelting it into iron ingots, and we have quite a few iron ingots now, so we are good to go for there right now. Up on that ridge up there is that is something I need. That's limestone up there. Okay. Whoa. You gotta watch where you're going too, because you can fall to your doom. That's a long ways down there. Anyway, there's a few things I discovered, like, for instance, when I came over here to go up there, I noticed that there's a thing up top there. Over here, of course, is my drill that I have set up for copper. Now, I have no power to it, and we'll get to that in just a second. There's also this stuff is called cadmium ore. I don't believe we can do anything with it, but I'm going to go ahead and mine this real quick. You're going to find those deposits around here and there. There's another one over there. I'll just go ahead and leave it at that. So I get up here. I need to be cautious. Usually where those things are at, these things here. Okay, green power slug. It is a green, so I'm going to pick it up. See if the computer says anything. And it doesn't seem like it's going to, which is fine. There is also another one, I think, somewhere else I saw, but now I can't remember. Which is fine. It's not important at the moment. Our goal right now is to get our hub done, and I have things ready to do that. So without any further ado, I'll go ahead and we'll quickly upgrade the hub. Now we've got a new milestone unlocked. She may talk to us. Incoming message. Here we go.
Congratulations. You have unlocked Hub Feature, Molecular Analysis Machine, also known as the MAM. Building, Biomass Burner. Building, Space Elevator. Equipment, Object Scanner. Equipment, Beacon. Additional hand equipment slot. Motivational message. Congratulations, you succeeded in every provided task. On behalf of Fixit Incorporated, I thank you for your current and future service. Additional knowledge. The hub terminal has been converted to give access to milestones there to ensure you progress along Fixit-approved protocols.
Nice. Okay.
Additionally, the MAM provides the opportunity to send samples of xenobiology and other materials I deem relevant to R&D in exchange for appropriate rewards. Note: future developments should be aimed at constructing the space elevator and thus initiating project assembly. Good luck.
Okay, so what we have here is we have this MAM, which is a molecular something machine. It basically analyzes things that you need to analyze for further research. So you may be able to find something that's pretty cool, but then you may not know what it is. Secondly, you notice that my biomass burner, I've got 114 biomass, and part of our creating the hub gave us another one, and this one is empty. So what I am going to do is run over here where I was able to create a bunch of biomass. So I'll go ahead and I'll grab these two, the 200 and then plus 25. I'm going to go ahead and throw the 200 in here. Okay, and then I'll throw the 25 in here. Okay, so you'll notice that our capacity right now is 20 milliwatts. We're only using about this 9 off and on, depending on when things are turning on and off. I'm going to go ahead and connect this power line to our pole here. So now they both are in our system. So you'll notice that it jumped clear up. So now our capacity is 40. So we've got plenty of power. So that means we can add these other things to our power grid. Now I am going to go ahead and place a power pole. You know what? The easiest way to do it is just grabbing a power line and say I would like, oh, but I don't have any iron rods. Okay, that's fine. I should have checked to see if I have any copper, or not copper, but no, I don't. Oh, and I can't do anything with that power slug right now, so I'm going to go ahead and, oops, excuse me. Already grabbed a power slug, apparently. So what was I doing? So I sorted that. I don't need that right now, so we'll sort it. I'll sort these guys, and that's that. I'm only 1 bar of health down. I've got 2 power stuff up, and I'm gonna run over here and grab some iron ingots. I should have made sure I had a bunch of things that I really needed. I apologize for that, but we'll go ahead and grab this. We're at 54 concrete, so that should do, and we've got plenty of, well, we have some cable. I might as well make us some more cable because we're going to need that for the power lines. I'll make all of this here. There we go. And I want to make some cable since we've got plenty of copper. And that gives us about 50 something. We've got 2 stretches to do. One for the machine up top for limestone. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab my power line here, and I'm gonna come over here, and this of course is all part of the platform that I built, added on for future expansion. And so then I'll grab another power line here, and let's go get this limestone going. Now you can see how long you can run a power line, which is pretty, whoa, it's pretty far. So I'm gonna go ahead and set one right here. Okay, and then we'll come up here. Now to get up there, there's this little natural circular path. It's kind of long and daunting, so I think we're going to be changing that here with a nice little path. But you can shoot this thing pretty far. I'm going to go ahead and get up here. Where do I want it? Probably right here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this power line right there, and for giggles, I'll just put it right there. Okay, and then so what I've got here is a drilling into limestone, and it's going to go up into the storage for right now. So we'll start this. Okay, slowly but surely the drill starts up. Kind of a neat little process, animation there. That's good. And here we go. It should start coming out limestone. Sweet. Okay, so we'll let that thing build up, and then we'll try to work on a ramp. This is a distance that you should be able to drop. Okay. So now we have the same issue with the copper drill. So I'll go ahead and grab my power line. Now I'm going to pull a power line, and I'm going to put one right here because, actually I'm going to put one right up here because we are going to, you need a power line here for a drill that we end up putting there eventually. Power pole, and they only hold 4, so I'm going to go ahead and grab another power line, run it over here. Interesting thing, power lines can accidentally naturally go through rock and stuff. Maybe they'll fix that down the road, maybe they don't care. So I'll just go ahead and put this so it legitimately looks like I'm following the rules of natural physics. Okay, so I've got a power line there, and another, we'll hook this up to power, and now this drill is going to start, and it'll start going, getting us copper. And that's that. So what we can do now that we have a copper digging thing, we're going to need to smelt that into copper ingots. So I can either bring a smelter all the way over here, or I can just put a smelter right next to this storage and call it good. And I think that's what I kind of would like to do. So I'm gonna go lower than this one. So I'm gonna put that there, and I'll put this here hanging out in limbo. And I'm gonna put a ramp. Is it 7? That's a big ramp. How about 6? That's a little smaller, right? Right? Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll put another. I'm gonna put a temporary one here just so I can snap it to grid, and snap this one to grid. So now I've got a platform, and then what you can do to conserve, you can take one underneath and call it, you know, weird physics in that from outer space. No, actually, I think if I remember right, I saw something down here. Sure did. So here's another one of those green slugs. Those will come in handy down the road once we get to that point. That's what that research station is going to be for. So, but what we want to do is I want to build a smelter, because that's what we want to do, is smelt. Let's see, it's coming in over here and going out there. Obviously the orange is in and the green is out. So I'm going to go ahead and put that there, and then we'll do a conveyor from here down to here for right now. Okay, and what we can do is look to see what we've got. We can still build the same constructor, a smelter, a miner, craft bench equipment. On the power, we can now make a biomass burner for extra power sources. It's another biomass burner that's standalone. You can put it anywhere. Power pole, power line. Logistics, we still have the conveyor and the conveyor belt. Foundations, we can only do these 2 ramps and 2, I think there's one that's a smaller ramp that I usually like to use better. We can still do walls, and organization obviously is the storage container. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and power this smelter up by pushing that there, and we're going to tell this copper ingots. Okay, and then what I will do is I'm going to build a storage container right here. I mean, I'm not really making very good use of space, but whatever. This will work. And for now, we've got this automated, except encroaching on another one's clearance. What do you mean, encroaching? How am I encroaching on a clearance? Just going straight. Sometimes maybe it's because of the ramp. So if I put this here, alright, then we do this. How am I really, see, I still don't understand. No. Don't get it. So let's get rid of this. I'm gonna leave. I'll get rid of that, and we'll get rid of that. Now, everything that you scan and you end up picking up. So if you notice in my inventory, I picked up everything that was on that line. Okay, so it doesn't like this right where it's at. So we're gonna go ahead and no harm, no foul. We're just gonna move it. Let's see if I can build it somewhere else. Farther out, maybe. That's. Now, if I ever get a vehicle, it's not going to be a very good way to pass this, is it? Yeah. So for now, I could just like no. I could just stick it over there and make it go all the way around, but that's a weird way to do it, isn't it? Put it right here, maybe? No. Well, then let's do this. You don't like the way I do things? I'm gonna do it differently then, and I don't have enough concrete now, which is fine. So let's see. I can build this right. So this needs to go right there, and I'm just gonna set it right here, and hopefully I can weave this around here. There you go. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but you know what I mean. It must have been hitting this. Sometimes I don't like that. Sometimes you have to remove these things. I only put that ramp there to be, you know, I don't know, so I wouldn't have to jump, I guess. All right, so now we've got that making ingots. We've got that drilling for us, and we've got that making iron ingots, so copper ingots. And so I'm gonna run. Hi, guy. How are you, Ralph? It's good to see you, bud. So I'm gonna come. I wonder if he. Oh yeah, he's just gonna walk right up on my platform. Hey, make yourself at home. Try not to trip over my cables, please. So the next thing we've got Tier 1. We were on Tier 0. So Tier 1 is utility. It's going to give us a lookout tower biofuel, which is the most energy efficient fuel from biomass, which is basically making diesel fuel, I'm assuming, out of all that stuff. And then, of course, all different sorts of walls. Then we have a logistics set that also comes with this tier. Productivity display. This upgrade, you can see the efficiency of each building. Well, that's interesting. I have no idea what that does. Splits. Okay, so then here's some splitters and mergers and lifts, which I like to use lifts a lot. I think they're handy dandy. And then there's personal storage. You can make the storage box, and then it gives you 5 more inventory spots, which are great. And then conveyor and walls gives you some stairs left and right, which I still have yet to figure out how to use properly. These walls are great to use, especially if you want to like build a building with a bunch of machinery in it. So I think the most useful thing right now is going to be biofuel and this logistics. So both of those are things that we need. So you notice we need copper, which I have, and iron plates and iron rods. Okay, so we would like to automate that since we have all this stuff going on here, and we need concrete. So the first thing I want to show you is, like I said, I don't like the efficiency of running around a circle. So what I want to do is, this is kind of a painstaking thing, but I want to make a ramp. We'll turn that ramp around. Oh, and I need concrete. Well, guess what? I got to run all the way up here anyway to get. Actually, let's do this. Equipment crafting bench. Okay, I can make a crafting bench up here, so we're not running up here and then having to run back and forth. Sometimes it's nice to make sure you have enough materials to make a crafting bench, so you don't have to go back to base to do that. So what I will do is I'm going to take a bunch of this, okay, for now, and then I'm going to make a craft bench, spin it around here so it looks fine, and then I'm gonna use it to make concrete. And good thing concrete you can make concrete really fast, which is awesome. Now it might be easier to build this ramp from the bottom. Well, not from the bottom, but while at the bottom. It may or may not be. So let's do a steep ramp so we can make it down fairly quick. You can see that it's going to end up being right there. Okay. So now that I got that there, that is a steep ramp, isn't it? So you can't place ramps like straight up and down, so you need to, like, let's see, add something here, and then add see, which is why I said it might be easier to make it from the front. because then you gotta come down here, and 7. Let's put that back up here. Yeah, I'm gonna end up falling off to my death is what I think I'm gonna end up doing. So let's run over here, hop down here, and then we'll build it from here. Alright, so let's run over here. We pull this ramp back out, slap it right there. And if you're running low on resources, you know, you don't have this stair-stepping thing. You can suck back up the resources from if you want to, you know. If you want to make it look legit, let's see, 7. We'll put that right there. I don't know why it likes to spin. Okay, so I've got a ramp all the way down, and now I can just run straight up. So what we're going to do is, now that we can run up and down if we need to, I want to put 5. I don't want to put, I actually want to do this. Put that there, and then I'm gonna do this. Okay, and just to conserve on concrete, actually I'm gonna leave that there, just because. So I'm gonna put this here, and then 7. I'll put that there, so it kind of goes through. But now I have a place where I can put a few of these plates, kind of foundation, and see, and now I'm out. This is a perfect example. I'm out, so because I'm out, I don't think I need that, I don't need that, and I don't need that one. It's kind of a super against the laws of physics type stuff, but you know, this is a makeshift game. It's fun. Okay, 5. That's my quick button there, so we're gonna put that there, and yeah. Now, what we want to do, I think, build one more right here, keep us from falling, and I'll put one more right here because I can. So now what I want to do is I want to, no, I keep hitting the wrong button. I would like to build a constructor. Now, go a constructor. Let's see if I can do this right. Put that there. Hopefully I have room. So then 3, let's go here. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this. Can I go straight down there? Alright. It thinks it's okay to do that even though it's going through the ground. I don't like to do that. I want to do this here. Okay, and then I'll come down. And it all works out physically, right? So we're coming down here, and you're asking, what do I need a constructor for that I'm pushing that? Well, I'm going to go over here, and I'm just choosing concrete in the constructor. So it's going to make concrete for me, so I don't have to. And then, of course, like usual, I want this to go somewhere, so I am going to organization. I'm going to put this, if I have enough and I don't have enough. This is another thing I want to do. I also don't have power, so I'm going to kick. Do I want to take it from there? Oh, no, I'll just take it from here. We'll go ahead and start this thing up. Okay. And it's going to start making that concrete for us. It'll hold 100, so we're okay there. And I'm trying to hurry up and rush through this. I apologize. So I need iron plates, and I need, yeah, iron plates. And I probably need concrete too, but I've got that machine making concrete for me. And I need to make another constructor for all sorts of stuff. So constructors are going to come in handy here. I just got to keep an eye on power and power output. So these are iron plates that I'm going to be making. 2-1, that's out. And let's check on our power grid. Okay, so we've added a couple more machines. Now our power grid is about up to 22, maybe. Yeah, 22 milliwatts usage. We have a 40 watt capacity. I've got 68 left in that one, and I've got 131. So obviously I can add a little bit more biomass in there into each of them. So if you just kind of click on it and double click the biomass, it all goes in there, load it up. Click on this one, double click, and that goes in, and there you go. So now we are set for a little while longer. And I think, did I have enough of everything for this? I do. Okay, so hit my fast key here. I'm gonna put my in, and I'll put this one pretty close. You see that green line there on the ground? Shows you that you're lined up with something. So you can see that you're lined up. I'll put it right there. I have no idea how much space I gave it. Not very much. It's lined up for something, but that should be enough. Yep, go straight, and now concrete's gonna come out. Now you could just come in here and take everything out of there. You can just let it ride. Okay, and it's all working nice and slow and neat and whatever. So we'll just let that build up. I also would like to do some of the other stuff, and this is where things are going to get a little crazy. So there's so much of this here, but I want to move this. So if you do this and you remove it, everything that you couldn't pick up is going to sit there in that thing there. Okay? Okay, and that's what we want to do. And I'm going to take this too. And how much did... Okay, we didn't really store a lot. So this is everything that's in here. So I'm going to grab everything I can. It's still going to leave that container there. Those are still making it. So what I want to do is I can temporarily build a storage unit. We'll just put it right here. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and I believe it's control drag. Yeah, and it drags everything of that type over, which is great. And then I'll grab everything I can out of here, which is still not enough. And then I'll control drag it again. That puts everything over there. And then this. Grab all. Excellent. Oops, hit the wrong button again. Now, now I can not have enough concrete again. Super. So this is going to give me a little bit of concrete. That'll catch up eventually to where, and normally I don't use that much concrete, at least in the beginning. But I know I'm building platforms, and I kind of want this immediate area to look and feel nice. So I'm going to put, this is encroaching on clearance, which is I'm hitting that thing there. So I'm going to go ahead and slap one here, slap this one here, and then guess what? I'm just going to suck this whole thing up. There you go. And then I'm going to put this here and that there. Okay. And then can I build any more? Nope, encroaching on the clearance of that. So we'll take that. 5. Okay. So there you have it. Now this is probably full. Yeah, it's full. So I'm going to what am I gonna do? Totally. Okay, so now I need to build a smelter again, and that should be enough room for it, right? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it won't be. Nope. No, it will not. Yeah, sometimes the placement isn't quite right, so try it again, smelter, and I don't know, can I put another one right here? Is it gonna... Oh, I can. Okay. I'm gonna put you right there. Can I put one more? Yeah, excellent. Okay, so hopefully I could put the smelter right here. And is there enough room to get up there? Sure is. Okay. Cutting it close there. Okay, so then I'm gonna tell it I want copper ingots, and I'll give it the power that I needed, right? Because that was, yeah. Okay, so now it's gonna start back up, and then I want this to be that there. So I want my storage unit here to be right out in front of it, which I don't need that. Sure, we'll do that. I think that's enough. Actually, no, it's not. Not what I want to do in the future, so I need to give it a little bit more room out there. Let's see. That's enough. Maybe that is enough. I sure hope that's enough. That's probably the same as I did before. Oh well. I can always redo it in the future. Okay, so now we've got iron ingots going into there. Let's see. Can I? Nope. Okay, so let me see. I'm gonna put. I used the wrong one. Okay, let's put that there. And then it's one of these back and forth things again. And this here, if I can do it right. And then do it again. Sometimes, see, that's why more slots works great. Okay. More, and what do we got here? Take off. Sure, why not? Get rid of that thing. Okay, so that thing is doing its stuff. This pole might be in my way now. We'll figure that out in a second. Okay, so I can make iron ingots, so I'm gonna get rid of the iron ingots that I have in my store, just so I don't have to deal with them. It shouldn't take me long here. And then what we need to do is we need to set up 2 constructors of iron ingots. One for something. One for iron plates, and then one for the iron rods. And we'll go from there. And this is how you kind of automate everything that you need. So we're almost done with the iron ingots, so I need iron plates, right? I have 37 of them, that's fine. I need concrete is what I need. Don't I? Actually, no I don't. I need iron rods and that. Okay, so we'll do 100 plates. Okay, we did 100 plates. Let's make some more iron rods, get rid of this iron ingots that we have. This iron ingots, these iron ingots. And I'm going to go ahead and make some copper wires since I have copper ingots that I picked up. And anything else? Let's sort this out. I need to get rid of that slug. Actually, I wanted to show you this, I guess. Might as well do it now. So, these are things that we can, since we've picked up certain things, these are things that will help us or can help us. So, flower petals, raw quartz, alien carapace, the green power slug. Let's check out what a green power slug is. Once one, so begin analysis. It's going to take 5 minutes. And there's a slug up there, and we're doing analysis on it. Otherwise, this room, you can't sleep or anything. This room is what it is. Whoa. Alright. And constructor. So I want a constructor right here. I want it. Sure, I'll go close. I'll put it right here. Okay. And I want this constructor to make iron plates. Okay? Okay. And since I'm going to go ahead and put another power pole, so this will fill this one up. So I'm going to put another one right here in the middle of these. Booyah! And then I'm going to power this one with that one. This is kind of a power pole maker thing or a bobber. Okay, so then also I need obviously what I always like to do is if I have enough, I need to store this stuff. We're gonna go ahead and store it. Where's the out? Okay, there's the out. I'm gonna go ahead and store it right there. Hopefully that's enough room. Okay. Otherwise we'll have to move that thing down the road probably. So at 3 I'm gonna put that there, and it's storing it. And then this stuff, now I just need to pump it out of here straight into there. And now I've got these things, iron ingots, coming in to this machine. You can see that it needs 2 to make 1, right? 1 iron plate. So this is going to tell you it's 15 per minute is what it's going to make. And it uses 2. And so the feed that we have going in here is higher than the output. So this is going to fill up no problem. So we're good to go there. And then obviously on the outside here we've got iron plates, and they will store right in here. So next time we need them, we just go grab them. Alright, so we've got that. We were running low on concrete, so we're going to run over here. Check out how much concrete we have. We have quite a bit of concrete, so I'm going to take the 100. We'll get rid of the 5. How about that? And then I'm going to run over here now, and we're building this here, and that, and that. Okay, so what we've got here is another area. This is some area over here that's probably not even going to be used, so might as well do this and this. Now I can get, I can put my constructor, which is a production system constructor. We're going to put this right, I don't want to be too far back. Let's put it right there. Okay, we'll tell this constructor, I want you to make wire, okay, and conveyor belt to feed you will be right there. Now it's going to start pumping out wire, and so I'm going to go ahead and make another one of these places. And of course you know the drill for me is storage. You don't need to do the storage because obviously each machine stores 100, which is typically fine, especially when you don't need a lot. But I figured if I'm going to sit here and take the time to do it, I might as well do it right. No power, okay, so that's got power up there, and now I'm going to go ahead and grab the power from here, and I'll put it right here. It's next to it but not on it, and we'll power it up from there, and it's going to start making copper. It's going to shoot 3 of them out. So here you can look.
Completed its analysis.
Okay, so the MAM has completed its analysis. So what we needed, that's that computer that we had over there. So we're going to run back to see this analysis for ourselves. Okay, so let's go check it out. Run back over here. The MAM's inside. Okay, so we click on it. Green power slug is completed. Please choose a new specimen to begin the analysis. Okay, so
The
Oh,
crystals on this slug can be harvested and converted into a power shard that functions with current fix-it technology. Several buildings would be capable of performing over 100% capacity, if infused. The derived blueprint is now accessible in Hub Tier 1.
excellent. So see now you can see that, well, it's perfect. It's awesome. We can use it to increase the production level of all those machines that we have out there. So the next one, we might as well just do alien carapace. Let's see what this is all about. So I'm going to come back in here since we have a bunch of them. I'll grab them all, whatever. Whoa, I overshot. And every time you find something new, it typically should show up in here. So, oh, I need 10. No, 1. Sorry. 10. I need 25 raw quartz, 10 flower petals, 1 nut. Okay, so I've got the alien carapace. Now I'm shooting that. So it's going to study what that is. I'll put the rest of those back in there. I'm going to sort this. What do I have in there? Sort. So what you'll see, I'm going to put this in my inventory. And if you come over to this... Oh, never mind. Let me put that back. First we need to go here. And nothing on 1. So is there a tier 2? So we can do tier 1 and 2, by the way. So tier 1, of course, is all this. Alright. Now this is the overclock production, is what we just did. I can go ahead and select this milestone. And fill this up. There and here. So now, when you launch this, these supplies basically get loaded into there from a little conveyor, and it launches up to your home mother planet, whatever, space planet, and it's going to return in 2 minutes. But it's kind of neat. It shoots up there, takes the supplies. And so, if you haven't caught on yet, you should look at the shape of that thing, and you look down at where we saw Rex. I think there was one over here. Maybe not. Maybe it's over here. Anyway, you'll see those wrecks that we looked in the last video and were able to pick up supplies. Those wrecks are basically those drone things come crashing down. I guess they crashed down a lot. Anyway, what's this up here? Iron ore. I don't need that. Anyway, I think there's... Anyway, the slugs you want to pick up wherever you go. On one thing I did want to do, I think over here... Was it over here? Oh, it might have been up on that hill. There are other items that you're going to want to grab. I don't know that you can research them for anything, but you want to grab them. So up here, we had run and found those other copper mines, right? There's also a cave, right? Copper over there, cave. So inside this cave, we were scared last time. This time, I did walk in here. I don't want to die, but you'll notice there's something over there glowing. So let's just kind of go over there. It's called a Mercer Sphere Whip, and it's got some really funky sound. And if you don't harvest it when you see something like this, she will get on your case, your little Ada computer. I'll show you. Here she comes.
I strongly advise you to harvest this specimen.
So she's a little creepy, and if you ignore her and you keep standing here, she will definitely keep reminding me. Or you, whatever.
Harvest.
Okay, harvest. So if you don't harvest, she'll and tell you it's part of your protocol. And
Milestone exchange concluded. Fix-it freighter re-entry complete.
Okay, so that's the something. That's that ship, I think. So now I can go and build those shards, the power shards, which will help increase production. I'm gonna jump over here. Oh, good. Didn't hurt me. Gravity must be a little low on this planet, which is fine. This is kind of a shortcut, right? I think. hubs. Uh-oh. Okay. Made it safely. I'm a parkour master. Okay, so our ship is back, obviously. And then if you grab one of these, or both of them, and you go on a crafting bench, you can see power shards. I can make 2 of them. And now I've got 2 power shards, which are awesome. This little whip thing I'm going to go ahead and throw in there. And I'm going to run back here and check on our... Okay, so you see how we're spiking? We're nearing the top. I mean, we're getting pretty close. 35 out of 40. So we are getting pretty close. This one is at 85. So what we should probably do is build another power plant just so that we're good to go. So I'm going to put this right there. And, yeah, put that right there. And then how many are there? No, one. Okay. So where's the power? Power goes right here, and yeah, I can fit it right there. So where do I want it? I want it right, sure, right there. I think. Okay. Now I just have to grab some biomass. We're gonna grab 400. So I'm gonna put this biomass right here. Okay, and then temporarily I am going to power this, and I'm going to run it to there. Alright, and then I'm going to cut this one. Alright, and then I'm going to put another power pole. Two. I'll put another power pole right here. Okay, and now I'm going to connect this one to here. Okay, so that one's full, but this one is not. And then I'm going to go ahead, remove this power line. And I did it this way so that I wouldn't have to take one of these offline and then end up killing half our stuff. So now our peak is back up to where it's supposed to be. All 3 of these are outputting. You see this thing down here in this slider. If you put a power shard in there, you can increase. It shows you what you can do. You can increase the production to 150% of what it normally does. So obviously instead of 10 it would do 15. And same with all of these machines. Right now it does 30 per minute, but if you put more it'll do 150%, which would be what, 45 per minute if you needed it to do that. And right now we don't really need it to do that, but it's pretty cool. So we've got that this thing here putting ore into there, which ends up smelting it and putting it into this container, and this container shoots it into this constructor, and this constructor makes it into iron plate. Now if you have other things out of iron, what you could do is simply build another iron factory, or if you want to clean some stuff up, 5. So we've got this and this. Okay, so I'm cleaning up my landscape here. So I can't put one there, but what I could do is put one right here, and I want it to come out this side. So we're going to put it right there. Okay, boom. Okay, and then what I can do is, instead of going into this one now, I can tell it, hey, I want you to come and put it into that one. So I'm going to bypass this for right now. Sometimes you have to do it manually. Okay, and then we're going to go right up into there. So now this drill is going to shoot everything up into this one. And this one is full, so this still has plenty of smelting to do. And then what I can do is I can build another smelter. And put it right next to here. Make it completely even. And I'm going to go ahead and do that and that. Okay, and this one I still want iron ingots. So I did that. And then I can build another, what is it? Another storage, because I'm kind of weird like that. And that's lined up, but I don't have enough supplies, which is understandable. So let's run back over here real quick, because I've been building stuff. So let's build a bunch of these. How many plates do I have? 48? Yes. So I'm going to build some rods real quick so I can get that going, and then we're going to get ready to end this video because I have added quite a lot. And okay, so let's put this here. Yes. Is that enough room? Sure. There. Okay, and the power went from there. Okay, so let's do this. Let's shut this guy down. Okay, so he crapped out real quick. So I'm gonna go power line from here to here now. You gotta kind of be strategic to these, so then I can power this guy up, and I can power this guy up. Okay, so now he's gonna be making iron ingots. That's perfect, you say. Of course you. Well, I say, not you, me. So then over here, what I can do is build another constructor. Where you at? Constructor. I'm going to flip you around, and we're going to make you about even with that guy. Alright, nice and clean. I could put it above him if I wanted to, but, you know, I don't. Call me crazy. So then, of course, yet another storage container. That's right. So it should be all lined up right there. These guys are straight. This one's straight. So we're going to do that. This constructor, I'm going to do iron rods. And then, do we have enough concrete? Sure do. Okay, so what I can do with this one, so that I don't get in the way of too much, is you can. There's no real way to yet to lift it on the fly. I just know that I want to, so that if you click this once and then you move up for height, this might be okay. I don't know, but I'm gonna see. Alright, so then I've got a conveyor. Let's go belt. Is that gonna be too high? It's too high. And that's just me being fancy. I don't have to do that. This might be in the way anyhow, because I need to come out here. My point is, I could lift this up to there, 3 to here, and then connect to there. Whoops. And then this, I can come over here. Okay, that's in the way, obviously, so I need it to come down here, right next to it, and do that. Now, I could have put another unit right here and lifted it a little high and then ran it down, but whatever. You get the you don't want to take up too much space, so you can stack high and low and all that kind of stuff with it. And then I'm going to turn my flashlight on. So then this guy has no power. So I am going to, how am I powering that one. Powering that one. So if I go to this power line here, put it against here, now this guy is going to start making iron rods. So now I've got production of all these things. So the same would go for over here. Oh yeah, see, I'm making iron. So I've got copper wire, I've got concrete, I've got iron ingots, of course, and copper ingots. I've got iron plates, and I have iron rods. So now I've got quite a bit of stuff going on. Then if you come back and you have to find out, well, what's my utility? I need all these things to make my next utility, to make all this fancy stuff. And I've got machines doing it for me now. Now I just gotta, you know, either I can go out and explore, or I can manually do this if I want it faster. But I've got machines making all these things for me. And if they're doing it too slow, I can use those power shards to increase the output, so that they make them faster. And I've got big storage facilities doing all the storage. So, and then these you can get more complex down the road with it. So, why don't I go ahead and select this here? I'll select the milestone. I'm gonna go ahead and put everything I have that can go in there, in here. Sort this out here. Since I have biomass, I need to make sure that, yeah, this is getting low. Put that in there. Let's put this biomass in there. How's this guy doing? 149. So that one still needs it. So I'm going to grab some more biomass before I forget. So that's another thing. I need to start making more biomass. So that's something I can do while I'm waiting for all of this to happen. Almost 4. Okay. So yeah, while I'm waiting for everything to go on, that goes in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. I hope you like what you see. Satisfactory. We really haven't even gone. Oh look, there's another one of those things up there. We really haven't really touched on a whole lot. Just now got the basics of building your little town. So I guess off camera I am gonna go and probably add on to what we're doing here. Maybe add another one of these. The reason I stopped doing this one, I want this to empty out, and then I'm going to suck it up, and I'm going to put a platform here so it all stays kind of neat. The only thing you don't need to put on platforms are these drills, obviously. And then we'll clean this area up. So that's sometimes what you just got to do. And yeah, and we'll go from there. So thank you very much for watching, if you're watching. I appreciate it. If you like what you see, want to see a little bit more, go ahead and subscribe, give me a like, hit that little bell. Do what you need to do. This world is very large. There's so much more to it. I've only touched on a tiny bit, and we'll just keep adding to it. I'll try to do some of the longer, tedious processes myself, and then show you what I've done if I run into anything interesting. So, yeah. Sorry, it's getting late. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it. My name's Brandon, and we'll see you next time. Peace.